What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance. This is season 6, episode 11, Make It or Break It. I'm going to start off with Ashley and Jay. So in this episode, Ashley wants to know why Jay created the Tinder account, and his only response that it totally meant nothing to him. He later told the producer that he didn't have any intentions on messing with anybody and that he respects Ashley, but not enough to create a Tinder account and entertain other women. A very hurt Ashley gets up from the couch while they're talking and walks away. Jay says that, he didn't make the first move and all the women messaged him and he just went with the flow. None of us are surprised about the outcome of their marriage. We just didn't know when it was going to happen and that it was going to happen so soon. Old boy couldn't even make it to a year. He couldn't even make it to a couple of months. Old boy already, a week after them getting married, set up a Tinder account. So my thing is, you knew full on what you were doing, because it takes a lot of effort to go to your Apple store, type in Tinder, which is a dating site, set up an account, put your email, create a username, like put a picture up, do a little bio. Like, it takes a lot of effort to do that. And that's exactly what he did. I don't believe that she should forgive him. I believe that she should take this as a sign, which there were already flags showing her not to marry him. But this is just something she has to go through. Some people have to bump their head, and maybe this will be a very big lesson for her in life, that you should really take your time when getting to know someone. Meeting somebody on a trip to Jamaica, applying for a visa, getting married within 90 days, that's just not the way to go about it, in my opinion. And it doesn't help that Jay is so young. You can be young and be mature, but Jay is not. He is young. He's a playboy. While Jay was talking to the producer, he says that he takes full responsibility for his actions, but Ashley has expressed that she wants him out. He added that she will have to call the police to get him to leave. Not only that, he put a hole in her wall, so that's another reason why he definitely needs to get out. Ashley, she feels very embarrassed and like a fool due to the recent events with Jay. So she decides to meet up with a friend to discuss everything. This friend of hers was also going to be in her wedding. She meets up with her. Ashley expresses that the girl that Jay was talking to, messaging on Tinder, that she's the total opposite of her. And she also adds that the girl is 18 years old. Ashley also puts out there that she talked to a lawyer about a possible annulment, and it seems like she's really having mixed feelings what she should do. She does say that if someone wanted to know how she felt in that moment, she would say that he needs to go back home. So even though she feels that way, I don't think she has any problems with making him pack his stuff up and take his tail back home. So in the next scene, Jay and Ashley, they talk once again, and she tells him that it's hard for her to even look at him right now. She's very upset with him, but she's still trying to get an understanding of why he did what he did. And Ashley believes that if she didn't catch him, he would have cheated and had people in her car or house. And I truly believe that as well. I think that if he hasn't already, he probably was, because I don't understand how old boy was, I've said this in my old recaps, I don't even understand how old boy was cruising and riding around up in her car and he don't even have a license. I don't know how that works, but yeah, he doesn't have a license to be riding around in her car, and he was doing that. There was times when he was leaving the house without telling her. So I think he's been doing this. He's just now getting caught. But I think he's been entertaining other females, because I'm like, you going out, leaving while she gets in the shower, then you just take off and leave. Where are you going? You have no friends. Jay tries to justify his actions by saying that he needed more attention from Ashley. That's why he got it from someone else. Ashley tells him that it's easy for her to walk away from him, and she tells the producers that going through the 90-day process, she regrets every choice that she made. Moving on to Asuelu and Kalani. So today is the wedding day for Kalani and Asuelu. Kalani says that she feels excited, but is still reflecting on breaking the news about her pregnancy. Asuelu, on the other hand, is worried that Kalani thinks that he got Kalani pregnant on purpose, and also that she would try to convince Kalani not to marry him. In the next scene, Kalani meets up with her sister at the hotel to get ready for the wedding. Kalani is still not feeling Asuelu and says that seeing him will be weird when Kalani questions her on how, she's feeling after finding out the news. So Kalani, she just hopes that the word doesn't get back to her father or her brother because she wants her family to accept Asuelu. In the next scene, Asuelu, he gets ready alone until Kalani's brother arrives to pick him up. Asuelu says that he's hoping that on the way there that he doesn't accidentally tell Nick about Kalani being pregnant. Their whole segment was really irritating because they just kept saying, I'm nervous about so-and-so finding out. I don't want my dad to know. And, it was just too much. And I'm like, okay, maybe if you guys just be quiet about it, no one will know anything. So Kalani and Asuelu, they tied the knot and they seem to have a really good time at their reception, surrounded by their family. Asuelu makes sure to get out of those clothes and into his, I guess you would consider tribal clothes, or the type of clothes he wears in Samoa. So, he decides to put that on and do his little dance, and they do a little cute dance together. So they seem to be very, very happy, but we'll see how long that lasts. Moving on to Lita and Erick. So Lita gets her hair and makeup done, and I feel like I'm gonna say the makeup artist and the person that did her hair, I feel like they did a really great job on her hair and makeup. I felt like, even though I don't like her, let me say, she's not one of my favorites. I'm not feeling Lita, okay? She did look really pretty with the hair and makeup, but it's just too bad that her outside doesn't match her inside, okay? It's just too bad that the beauty that you see on the outside doesn't reflect on the inside, because on the inside, I just feel like she's just a messed up individual. So Erick wishes that his daughters were coming and is still hopeful that they will come. Since Lita has no one, he calls his friend, some lady, to help her get ready. Erick goes into a panic mode when he gets back to his room to get dressed because his pants aren't with his suit jacket. It's 20 minutes until the wedding, and Lita tells him that he always finds a way to piss her off. What they end up doing is, instead of going back home, I think he said there was like 5 minutes up the road, there was a place where he can get some dress pants. So he just ended up doing that. What I don't get is why she had to go with him to get his pants. He could have gone by himself, just like she went and got her hair and makeup and he was waiting out in the car for her to get her hair and makeup. Like, she could have took an Uber, or the lady that was there helping her get ready could have maybe taken her to do that. But see, that's what happens when you burn bridges. She didn't have her family nor his girls, nobody there to support her, because they could have been the ones to help her with that. To the camera crew, Erick says that it's very important for him that his family works, and he's still unsure if his kids will be there, but once he starts looking around, once he gets out there, he sees that Jenna, the youngest, is there, so it makes him happy. Erick says that he wishes his other two daughters could be at the wedding, and the whole time he's talking, the camera crew puts the camera on Lita's face to see what her expression is, and Lita is just, she's unbothered. She could care less. She's giving off that type of vibe. And then out her mouth, she says, I think Jenna is here and that's enough. So she's just very disrespectful. She's just disrespectful, but this is not new to us. Now I just have to say, why is it that Larissa's Goodwill dress looked better than Lita's dress? I don't think that was a great choice for her, and especially for her body type. She should have worn like a princess type dress that flowed out a little bit more, that was a little poofy, because that type of mermaid style, kind of hug the silhouette then flow out the bottom, that just did not compliment her, because she doesn't have the shape for that, in my opinion. Moving on to Colt and Larissa. So things are back on track with Colt and Larissa and Debbie, because we can't leave Mama out. So they're all moving forward with the wedding. While getting ready, Colt tells his mom that Larissa doesn't have anyone to walk her down the aisle, but he would like his mom to walk him down the aisle. Last time I checked, no one's supposed to walk the groom down the aisle. Oh my God. It would have been better if, because she didn't have anybody, he should have said, Mom, do you mind walking Larissa down the aisle? It's just crazy to me. He's such a mama's boy. It's like sickening. Like sickening. I mean, I ain't never seen it like this before. This is just too much. So Colt, he also re-invited John after Larissa told him that she didn't want him there. The thing is, Larissa doesn't know he re-invited him. So in the next scene, Larissa gets ready for her wedding and she looks so pretty. You know, she didn't get her dream dress, but says that she found a princess dress at the Goodwill. John and Leah, they show up to the wedding, which makes Colt happy once he sees them. And John says that he doesn't like Larissa and what she stands for, but he's there for Colt only. This fool John had his work shirt on trying to promote, so I'd say that he wasn't there for Colt. You know, I feel like he was trying to promote his job, get one last good promotion in, free promotion in, like, you know, he has in every scene that he's been in. Like every scene he's been in, he's had that shirt on, promoting his job. So Larissa sees John while walking down the aisle, but says that she's happy to be marrying Colt and is in love with him. She decides to just kind of refocus and not trip on that. But she does say, if John try to get something started, something popping, she gonna make sure to defend herself. I heard that, Larissa. So Debbie says that there's been a lot of drama, but things have gotten better. And she adds that it's sad losing her son, but she's gaining a daughter. While they exchange vows, John sits there looking stupid. And after the wedding, his wife gives Colt and Larissa a hug while John stands back and fake smiles. He tells Colt congratulations, but doesn't say anything to Larissa. With the camera crew, Larissa says that she wants to stay in the U.S., but may have done something wrong that will stop her dreams from coming true. In the next scene, Colt opens up that Larissa was charged with domestic battery. He says that they got into an argument one night before the wedding, and it was so heated that he called the police. He called the police, but then told them not to come. They still came. So Larissa was arrested. She was held for 48 hours, and now this might affect her from getting her visa. Debbie says that Larissa has a lot of problems and wonders why Colt married her, knowing the charge could hinder her from staying in the U.S. Colt says that he loves Larissa and feels bad that he called the police. Debbie suggests Colt get a good lawyer. Moving on to Steven and Olga. So it's time for Steven to go back home. He plans to go back home and continue school, plus save money up so when Olga's visa does get approved, that he'll have everything he needs to provide for his family. While saying goodbye at the airport, Steven says that it's hard for him to leave his family behind and feels for the 2 months that he's been in Russia, he's grown up a lot. I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you feel like Steven has grown up? I'm gonna leave that up to y'all to tell me what y'all think. So moving on, Olga says that she feels alone without Steven, but she feels some part of him is still with her because she has their child. I thought it was really funny at the airport when he was saying goodbye to the baby, and I think the baby was really just trying to relax. He had his hands all over the baby's face again. I love you, I love doing all of that. And the baby started crying. He's like, see, he knows what's happening. I doubt the baby was crying because he was leaving. I think the baby was crying because he just had his hands all over his face and the baby was irritated. Moving on to Jonathan and Fernanda. So it's wedding day for Jonathan and Fernanda. Fernanda opens up to Jonathan's sister that it's so hard not having her family by her side. With Jonathan's grandmother being very ill, John's mom won't be attending the wedding. So the dress that Fernanda puts on is not the dress that she picked with Jonathan's mom and sister present. She added that she's saving the dress for the big wedding that she's having in Mexico. I'm really happy that she's having a wedding in Mexico because I've been saying in my past recaps that I feel like the wedding should have been in Mexico from jump. It's crazy how it was only like 6 people at this park wedding. They would have honestly been better off just having having it in Mexico because his family didn't even show up. While I understand Jonathan's grandmother is ill, I'm wondering if their relationship was better, the relationship that Jonathan has with his mother, if it was better, would she have been there regardless to what's going on? So for her presence to be there was very important for both Jonathan and Fernanda, and she did not show up. She couldn't just take a few moments just for her presence to be there. I don't know. You guys comment down below and let me know what you guys think about that. Do you feel like that was a bunch of baloney, an excuse that she made to not be there because she's still having a hard time accepting Fernanda and Jonathan's marriage? I need to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Go ahead and comment down below. So moving on, surrounded by a few of his family members, Jonathan and Fernanda have an intimate wedding at the park. These two seem very happy and I'm really rooting for them. I mean, I really like them as a couple. So I want to know your guys' thoughts on 90 Day Fiance Season 6, Episode 11, Make It or Break It. And let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up of what you thought about this recap. Comment down below. Share this video with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance. Subscribe to this channel and then hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next upload. And I want to know if you guys are excited about next Sunday, because next Sunday is the reunion and it seems like it's going to be really, really good. Just by the little previews that they showed us, I'm really excited for Sunday to already get here because something tells me that this is going to be hilarious. A lot of them really are arguing. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.